I'm here with Merfygirl.
What up?
We just went through the drive-thru at Starbucks. This is not an endorsed video, by the way. Although, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'll gladly take that anytime.
So we made a quick pit stop to Starbucks. We are on our way to get a tarot card reading.
Yes.
So...
I see a future.
We will see how that goes. Stay tuned. Okay, we are here. Let's go get our cards read. Okay. So, just got done with my tarot card reading. They didn't allow video cameras in there, so I couldn't tape that for you. But let's see if I can try to like remember everything that she said. She said that I hold the weight of the world on my shoulders, which is true. I have felt that way since I was a child. She said that I'm emotionally unstable because I hold on to things. Like I hold on to the hurt and the anger. So she told me to write a letter about like all the things that, you know, that I'm hurt about or whatever, and then burn it. She said that there were 2 people that I lost and asked me who these people were. I asked her, do you mean recently? And she said, like, within the last 10 years. I said, well, within the last 10 years, I've lost my grandma and my grandpa. Within the last, like, month, I've lost my stepmom and my other grandma. So, she said that, you know, I'm still holding on to that and grieving. But she said that, like, all the loss and the bad stuff is over. And I said, thank God, because I don't think I can handle any more bad stuff right now. So she said that I have a good future and to start to enjoy life because, like, the bad stuff is over. And then she said, oh, in the, like, very beginning, she said that I'm a strong, independent person, but not when it comes to myself because I don't have confidence. And that's very true. So she told me I need to work on my confidence. And she told me that the cards say that I was meant to have 2 children. And she asked me if I had children, and I said no. And she asked me if I ever had, you know, miscarriage or abortion. I said no. And she said that I was meant to have 2 children. So I know that doesn't mean fur children because I've had way more than 2 fur children. So I think that was the majority of it. She hammered the point home that I need to work on my confidence. I need to let go of, you know, hurt that I hold on to. And, that, like, all the loss that I've experienced, it's done. And to just, she said to stop stressing, easier said than done, because, like, what's gonna happen? All the bad stuff has already happened. Which, yeah, some bad stuff has happened, losing people, but, like, I'm sure throughout the rest of my life more bad stuff will happen because that's just life. But else did she say? Oh, she said that I had... Oh, a big one that she said was that, like, throughout my life, it always feels like I have hope for things, but then I don't receive what I'm hoping for. Like, I take a step forward and then take 2 or 3 steps back with, like, finances or just life in general. And I swear to God, like, I have totally felt that way my whole life. Like, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. It's just like the story of my life. But she said that, like, you know, basically I'm a good person and I'm not a negative person, but that I'm holding on to negativity and it needs to be released. So, yeah. She made me cry when she started talking about having lost people. And then we got done with my reading and she goes, you can tell your friend to come in. And so she's sitting out there and I said, she's ready for you. And my, you know, I ugly cry, my face gets all red, and my friend was like, are you okay? I'm like, actually I am. Yes, it's all good. So, it was very interesting. My first tarot card reading. I have been to a psychic before. And I've been to a palm reader. And the palm reader was basically just kind of for fun. You know, more of a novelty type of thing. Like, okay, let's see what she says. Yeah. So, and this was, I kind of walked into this with the same feeling, like, oh, this is something fun to do and whatever. And then, like, everything she's, a lot of things that she said could be considered kind of generalized, that might apply to a lot of people, but it really hit the nail on the head for me, like everything that she said. And then when she said, you know, 2 people that you've lost, I was done. I was like, oh shit, this might be the real deal. So, yeah, she seemed very genuine, and I think I'm gonna take her advice to heart. So, Merfygirl is getting her reading right now. I'm gonna go head back inside and wait till she's done because it's hot out here. So, next up is pedicures. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so we're all done at the tarot readers. I already talked a little bit about how mine went. How did yours go?
Mine went well. I was surprised. She had a couple of really good golden nuggets. Some of the stuff I think she was a little off base on, but
Yeah.
you know, you can't be 100% on everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, she seemed really positive with me about, you know, how my life is and where things are going, and I left feeling good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt in the beginning that a lot of the things she said, they did apply to me, but I was like, that could maybe also apply to anybody. And then she started talking about, there's 2 people that you lost. And I was like, oh, damn. Maybe she knows what she's talking about. But yeah, she gave me some good advice. Like, you know, I need to work on my confidence. And I need to let go of, you know, hurt. And stuff like that. So,
Nice.
yeah, so I felt like it wasn't just a tarot card reading, it was also like, she gave some good advice.
She told me that I need to get over being afraid and start my own business because I'm basically a boss bitch and I have my shit together.
Nice.
And that I need way more better things for myself, and I need to make myself a priority to get those things. So, I mean, she was really on point with that. She's like, you're really afraid of stuff. You need to let that shit go. I was like, okay.
Nice.
That's true. She gave a couple different examples, but it seemed legit.
Yeah. She told me that I was meant to have 2 children.
What?
Yep.
Wow.
She asked me if I had any kids, and I said no. And she said, because this shows that you're supposed to have 2 kids. Have you ever had, you know, a miscarriage or abortions? I said no.
Wow.
And she asked if Bobby had kids, and I said no. And she's like, is this by choice? I said, yeah, we both choose not to have kids. And she said, well, if that's, you know, the path that you want to take, go for it, you know, if that's working for you.
Interesting.
But literally it was in the cards that I am supposed to have 2 kids.
Wow.
And I know they're not talking about fur babies, because I've had more than 2 fur babies in my life.
Have you guys ever thought about like adopting kids at some point, or like fostering kids?
Nope.
Interesting.
Yeah. Huh. So I don't know. But I thought that was interesting.
That is. Maybe you just picked a different card there. I'm in the wrong lane.
Yeah. Oh shit.
That's alright.
Well, yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was fun. It kind of threw me off that she constantly said sweetheart and baby.
Yeah, she kept calling me baby.
Yeah. She's like, sweetheart, sweetheart.
Yeah.
She had these sweetheart.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's just her. I think that's just her personality.
Yeah. She's like, you're a good person. She's like, you're beautiful inside and out, but you gotta work on that confidence. And, you know, like, okay. Been struggling with it my whole life. But okay. I'll change.
You know, she did mention that the cell phones and cameras and everything mess up the energy.
Right.
So while you were having your reading, I was on my phone. Maybe my phone jacked up your 2 kid.
Oh, it's all your fault. You jacked up my reading. Rude. No, it's cool. It was something to do.
Yeah. It's fun.
Gives you kind of boost in the keister to think about your life.
To get it together.
Yeah. On that note, we're gonna go get some sushi.
Sushi?
So I think we have enough food here. What do you think?
It's a good start.
Oh yeah. It's all you can eat. I've already eaten some, and I'm probably gonna eat some more. Because it's delicious. Crunchy California.
And do veggie tempura.
Okay, we got our toesies done. And now we're here at Small Cakes. Getting some treats.
Yes.
So I got vanilla, salted caramel corn, Butterfinger, and Andy's mint.
Ooh.
And you got?
I got strawberry lemonade with vanilla yogurt chips and maraschino cherry.
Nice.
And then for the hubby,
Ooh.
cupcakes.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna taste my concoction here.
Good. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit.
And it tasted just like caramel corn.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, that's tart. That's good. Mm-hmm.
on this 104-degree day.
Right? It's
Good
like
Lord.
melting. And the shop's pretty cool too.
All right, folks, that was our day. That was our grand day out. It was pretty awesome. It was pretty much the tits.
Tits.
Titties. That was our grand day out. Thanks for joining us. Bye. Wait, the video's not over yet. So, I took the advice of the psychic and I wrote a letter. It wasn't like addressed to anybody. It was more like a diary entry, I guess. Just about like my feelings and the grief that I've gone through and all that stuff. And I burned it. We went camping a couple weekends ago, so I tossed that shit in the campfire. And the weird thing is, like, I really honestly felt better afterwards. Like, I felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. And it may be just like a placebo effect. Like, you know, I was expecting to feel better after I did that, and I did. But hey, I'll take a placebo effect if it works, you know what I'm saying? So here's just a little footage of me burning my feelings in the campfire.